Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. A crime is a crime, regardless of who commits it. Fair? Fair. Now, a threat is a threat regardless of who employs it method of achieving something. We have here two parallel wars. I know they're not related, they are different. They're different, but equal. Why? I will show you. We have the war in Ukraine and we have the war in Gaza. Not the same, obviously. Different entities and different reasons and so on. But a civilian killed in Ukraine is the same as a civilian killed in Israel or in Gaza or in Russia. Agree? Agree. If you don't agree, you're not just. I will tell you straight. Why? Because a civilian supposedly is innocent, right? I'm not about anything else. Just a simple civilian or a child. Let's put a child. A child is a victim. Same value in Russia, Ukraine, Israel, or Gaza. Killed, not good. Not good by the military bombs, rockets, and so on. And that should be immediately condemned. Correct? Correct. So if you see a crime occurring in progress, right, let's say a rape, you should immediately condemn it, regardless who perpetrated it and regardless who the victim is. Correct? Correct. Now, do you wait to report the crime, let's say, to condemn that? Or you report it immediately when that, if you happen to see it occurring, what will you do? Let's say someone causes something to a child, some bad thing. What will you do? Intervene, correct? Right there and then. Condemn it. If you can't beat the guy, call the police, the authorities. That must be stopped now. You don't call the police tomorrow or the next week. Correct? Correct. Now, let's look at this one. I'm going to show you a little bit how things work in the world. The Kiev Independent, December 29th, 2023. United Nations Security Council criticizes Russia's air assault on Ukraine. Remember, this is December 30th over there, but this occurred on the 29th. Right here. This occurred on 29th. It's December 30th in Ukraine, so that's why it's the 30th. But this occurred today on the 29th. The United Nations Security Council criticized Russia's air assault on Ukraine today. Do you know when that occurred, when the Russia's air assault on Ukraine occurred? Today. Started yesterday evening and ended up this morning. So in a few hours, the United Nations Security Council already criticized Russia's air assault on Ukraine. Why? Because it killed civilians and destroyed civilian infrastructure. Mainly, let alone the fact, this is the reason why. It's not that, oh, we criticize now because of the war. They've been doing that for 2 years. So that's not what triggered this. My point is how fast they moved. And you know who moved so fast? United States, Great Britain. These guys who did not move so fast in the other, but equal. Different but equal, right? So let's see who's who, what's what. Russia faced strong criticism during the UN Security Council session on December 29 following the largest air attack against Ukraine that killed 30 people in that day. 30 people is what? 1,000 people in a month. That's 3,000 people in 3 months. Let's calculate a little bit. It's so easy. October 7 to November 7, December 7, January 7. We're not in 3 months over there yet, and that's more than 20,000. So 20,000 in 3 months, and I gave you 3,000 if they do this in 3 months. So which one is? Well, you can say, well, that's not fair, Emil, because actually you're counting the whole war over there daily, and if you count it daily in Ukraine, that would be more. Not civilians. Not civilians. Military, that's different. Civilians, right? It's something else. So in this case, we have 30 civilians over here. We have about 20, more than 20,000 the last time I checked. Now divide 20 by 3 and you got what? About 7,000 a month. So however you take 7,000 versus 1,000, it's about 7 times more. So do you hear that condemnation? Daily? The second it happened? Or whatever the civilians died? How many children died in the second example? So this is what bothers me. And this is obviously unfair. It says here, the urgent meeting. It was an urgent meeting, my friends, for the 15-member council was convened at the request of Kiev and its allies to address the strike. You know who the allies are? Exactly. Exactly those guys right here. These are the allies. Several council members, including the United States, France, Britain, expressed condemnation of the attacks on Ukraine. Did you hear these guys condemning? No, on the contrary, the United States vetoed it. Not to condemn, they vetoed the humanitarian ceasefire. To stop that, they vetoed it. In the United Nations Security Council and in the United Nations General Assembly, both times. United States plus 8 countries, Palau, Papua New Guinea, I think it was Paraguay, Austria, and countries like that. No, the rest I can't remember. Some very Palau, Palacao, Palafalo, Malacala. Those were the countries. Check them out. 153 voted for the resolution. It was just symbolic to the condemnation. It was not a law-binding document. It was just a condemnation, and they still vetoed it. Right? And about what, 20-some or something like this abstained. That was in the General Assembly. In the Security Council, Great Britain abstained. United States was alone, like a deer in the light. So, and now, United States, France, Britain, yes, we express condemnation for 30 people, 30 civilians. Bad as it is, I'm not, but put in a context. As Stalin, the evil Stalin said, according to some, you kill one man, you're called a criminal. You kill a million, it's a matter of statistics. All right, so that's what it is, my friends. You love when things like this occur. Did I show you that? The 3 beautiful countries standing here. There you have them. Should it be condemned? Yes. Should it be condemned here? Should it be condemned there? But unfortunately, these guys moved in hours. On the other side, pss, pa, poo, poo. When was the first vote made? Held 2 months or so after this guy said, in self-defense, we're going to... Yeah, in self-defense, you can do stuff, obviously, but not everything. Not everything. And killing civilians in self-defense, I think it's a war crime. Is it? Last time I checked. Whoever commits it, be it Russia, Ukraine, Hamas, Israel. Oh, no? Okay. Take the last one out. Just kidding, obviously. All right, my friends, here it is. We have a double standard here. And how do they want me, for instance, or people like me, or any person who sees this United States, France, and Britain express condemnation? Yes, great, thank you very much. But on the other hand, no. No, you are not fair. You're not correct. You're not virtuous. You're not. Anyway, here it is. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.